Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be doing an end of month flip for my Louis Vuitton largering or GM agenda. This is my main agenda, so this stays open on my desk and all plans come into this agenda first. So I've done several videos this month just because I reorganized it, and so if you saw that video, I don't think I've changed anything. We will see in this flip. Everything's always subject to change in my planners. But yeah, I'll have everything linked below, as well as any discount codes. I have had people reach out because my Infinite Lotus code wasn't working. She temporarily disabled codes for a bit, only for like a few weeks, and now I have a new code, so that will be linked below. I did update it everywhere. The code did change, so it used to be LA Plans 8 off 8, and now it's just LA Plans 8, keeping it simple. She also adjusted it, so it's 8% off any order. You don't have to have the minimum of 8, which is why we changed the code. So yeah, that is I think the biggest update for the month. I also currently have a day designer discount code. I will have that linked below too. I think it's just LA Plans 10. And I will be doing an end of month flip for that planner because I've honestly been using that planner more than this planner since I got it in. I've been really getting into the daily planning. I just really love that structure, but we'll get into that there. I do just want to bring that up because typically this is my most used planner. But yeah, we had a little cloth and paper order, and so I have the essentials tabs with the black writing. I have them in white, and then I also got the inbox and outbox in black. And then I just have some layering here with some Infinite Lotus and cloth and paper dashboards. These are my initials, which I really love. And so that's all behind the first tab. I just like protecting things, so I try and always keep something behind a tab. And then we have a 4 tab divider section in the schedule because I like breaking everything down. If you're new to my channel, you know this, but if you're not new to my channel, you know this, but I only like having one type of insert. Typically, it depends on what it is behind a tab. I don't like having 5 different types of inserts behind one tab unless it makes sense, like it's like a note section or what you're about to see with my academic section. So my top tabs have always been in my schedule system, either like a yearly or quarterly, monthly, weekly, hourly, or tactical. It's been yearly, quarterly, monthly, weekly before, quarterly, monthly, weekly, daily. It really all depends what I try and do, from like large planning to smaller with the tabs. This first one is quarterly technically, but it is now my academic section, and I decided to make this just an academic overview. I was thinking about doing this in the new year anyways, and I don't know, I was just looking at my quarterly section and decided let's just do it now, see how it works, and I really like it. So it's really just an overview of residency, when school starts and stops. I will put in any assignments and everything in here as well, but I have a lot of like graduation requirements that I need to take into account when it comes to dates, and so I wanted to make sure that I had a space to see all that. I'll also use this for like deadlines and everything. I'll have a graduation deadline, you know, probably in 2024, etc. So I want to make sure that I have a space for that. So that's how we're using the quarterly. And then I have the academic planner bundle from Rosie Papeterie. This quarterly is also from her. I typically like to have the same brand so it matches by tab too. It's just like a personal preference. But this is just a really nice course overview. I think this is a newer bundle and I really love it. So I only have 2 more classes. It's my last semester, but I have this in here for the next 2 classes, and I fill these out whenever the class starts. Once I get the syllabus, I always do an academic setup. So I will fill out this sheet when the new syllabus in class starts, which actually should be coming pretty soon, especially since this is going up the week that class, I believe, starts. This is perpetual calendar that comes with it. It also comes with like an hourly and weekly, or no, I'm sorry, just an hourly section. I just kept it simple where I'm using the perpetual calendar for assignments primarily, and then I just have anything that's in that quarterly view listed on the dates as well. So this is just a little bit of a deeper breakdown, but that is the academic. And then we get into the monthly. These are also from Rosie Papeterie. And I love the month on one page. Here is the current month of August. This needs to get updated. I'll probably just go backdate it and update it because I have so many appointments that popped up, but I haven't put them in here. But again, planning in my daily, so they're also in my weekly, but I need to come back and put in my monthly just because I like to have a reference whenever I look back to see when was the last appointment, and this is an easier view, right? Like I don't want to have to shift through weeklies. I also keep, as y'all have seen, the entire year of monthlies in here, which makes it easier to reference. I only keep maybe like a few, like maybe like a quarter of weeklies. It really all depends on how thick the planner gets, but here's August and September, the upcoming month. And then we have my weeklies. So I'll just flip through all of them. I'm really loving these. These are from Infinite Lotus. This is the first, I think this is the longest that I've had a set of inserts in here. I really initially liked the ones where it has like the entire week over here and it's blank and then a list. But I don't know, I love lines and structure if you've been on my channel. It's just, I like anything, like I have to have a line. I like writing on lines. I don't like writing on like blank spaces. And so this is perfect for me because I can break everything down. And especially now that I have that daily add-in, it's really nice because this is like high level, or we're getting to the part where now it's like high level. I can see appointments really quick. I can see high priority things in here. But when it comes to like lists and items, like I won't do that anymore in here. I didn't like doing it either, which is why I wanted the daily. Plus, when I have a list, like I have a real list, and so this didn't work well. And that's just for me personally. You know, different people use things for different ways, but I really like having a clean look on the week, and I really like this overall. And so this was the previous week, and here is this current week, and this is where you can tell that I think it looks a lot cleaner and nicer, which I, like, again, personally prefer. And so typically when my planners, again, I keep this out on my desk. I have an acrylic stand with my work laptop that's up, and then this is at the bottom part. And so I always have it open on this page just so I can see what's going on per day. So that is this, and then I pre-set up this next week. So this is, I think, runs for most of the part through the end of the month. And yeah, that is the weekly. And then the last tab is for consulting. So I recently started consulting this summer, and I haven't taken on clients yet. I'm helping rebrand the organization. And so that's what you see here. I purchased these to try my weeklies. This is actually what I was using before I switched to these, and it was just too many lists, and to me it was chaotic. Like I needed a daily list, which is why I got the daily planner. I'll stop bringing up the daily planner, but probably not, because again, like it overlaps, and that's how you can tell like it works so well. But like it didn't work for me for that. But it works really well for consulting because I have the ability to organize different sections that I'm working on. And so I really like it for that reason. So yeah, these have been working well for that. And so that is the schedule section. And then we have the notes and lists, and that's really what this is. It's a notes and lists. I have these inserts from Hobby Lobby. They're very cheap. They're like $4.99 or $5.99 now, and then I always get them when they're half off, and I stock up, and that way I'm not afraid to use them. But you can also get some on Amazon if you want cheaper ones that you're not afraid to use. But yeah, I just keep these in here for whenever I want to make a list. So we have that, and then we have the finance section. And so these are a similar setup to, let me show you the current month, the consulting inserts that I have, where you have the breakdown. And so I really have been loving these. I have a monthly overview here. I can put any large expenses under the important dates, and then I break everything up by like account or type of debt. And then I have a priorities and notes section, which really comes in handy each month. So actually, let me add this, because this is definitely a priority, and it's not up here. Okay, so that is how I like using it. It's very simple to the point. I've tried different budgeting and finance systems. This probably won't be the end all be all. As we all know, again, I switch things up. But this has been working like since May. So, I mean, I think overall this is really nice. I do have a Google sheet that my husband and I share, and that's where like all the math and stuff goes. But I still put this in here because I like writing it down. I like checking off when I paid something. And this is just like a checks and balance. And then I also mentally like have to go through and look at all the bills and write them down. I just prefer it. So yeah, that is the finance section, and then that is the GM agenda. If y'all have any questions, please feel free to let me know, and thank you guys so much for watching.